Everyone, so now we are going to do the path selection. If you see here, let me show you, this is a OSPF path selection. If you remember, before we discussed the OSPF cos and how we can calculate the metric is nothing but cos. We discussed this one. I hope you remember. We use the different formula like 10 to power of 8 divided by the bandwidth, the interface bandwidth. We discussed this one in our previous class, and we told wherever there is a low cost, the OSPF is going to select that path. We discussed this one, okay? But now we will see some other different thing. If you see, OSPF will use cos as a metric. This one we learn, okay? OSPF will use cos as a metric to choose the shortest path for each destination. Till here we learn in our previous lab, from starting from CCNA level and till now CCNP level also. Till now whatever we learn, we are saying whenever you have the router, example you have R1 here, you have R2 here, and you have R3 here, okay, and you have something here R4. If you want to go to R4, okay, you want to go to R4, you can come this way or you can come this way. You are standing here. So if you have cos here, example 10, here also 10, so total cos will be 20. If you have cos 1 here means this cos will be 2. So OSPF is going to take this route and they are going to install this route in their routing table. Why? Because cos is 2 only here is cos 20. As we learn till now, whatever we learn in our CCNA as well as CCNP level, we told OSPF will use cos as a metric to choose the shortest path for each destination. This is true, but it is not entirely correct. Whatever we learn till now from CCNA, CCNP level, that is true, but not entirely correct. So now we are going to see what is the new thing we are going to learn. So here, if you see, this is the prefer path list. OSPF is going to prefer, first one is the intra area, inter area, external type 1, NSSA, non-so stubby area type 1, external type 2, and non-so stubby area type 2. So we need to remember, in simple, in the NRC we have the detail what is stubby area, what is non-so stubby area, what is total stubby area, that we have in the NRC paper. So no need to worry for the detailed thing. Now for the NCore level, you need to remember this sequence. You need to remember this sequence. What we are saying, that one, when we are getting the route, from the different destination, example you are getting the route 8.8.8.8 from multiple router. So they are going to prefer first intra area. Let me show you the diagram so you will have more idea. Let me show you the topology. If you see topology here, let me show you here OSPF path selection, this one, okay. So here, if you see here, what we done here, we create the route, okay. Let me start the router also, so it will boot. Let me start all the router, it will boot and it will be ready till we finish the explanation here. This is simple only, it look complex but it is very simple, no need to worry, this is very simple only. What we are saying here, we are getting the route, okay. If you see, example I am standing here, okay, I am standing here in the router 5 and my one interface is connected to router R1. This is in the area 0, okay, this is in the area 0. This router is also having the 8.8.8 route, okay, and if you see, this other router is also having the 8.8.8 route, but this is from the redistribution type 1, and this router is also having the 8.8.8 route from the area 2, and if you see, this also having the 8.8.8 from the redistribution type 2, and here also have the 8.8.8 from the redistribution type 2, but this is a non-so stubby area. Non-so stubby area is nothing but, here we will say we will not allow the routes, but here you will not have the detail non-so stubby area. We will say non-so stubby area means we will say I don't want the other routes, external route. This area will not take the external route. So no need to worry about the non-so stubby area, just understand the concept here. This is important in the encore level, this one. So what we are saying, just we are saying we are getting the same network from different thing. First one is from the area 0, second one is from the redistribution type 1, third one from the redistribution type 2, fourth one from the redistribution type 3, and fifth one from the redistribution type 1. This is in the non-so stubby area, this is in the area 0. So we are getting the same destination, same thing from the different places. So which one OSPF is going to prefer? So as per our theory, we are saying wherever we have the low cost, he is going to prefer that one. But that is not exactly in the all scenario, that is not correct. Why that is not correct? Because if you are getting the same route from the different scenario, he is going to prefer this one. Example, even if you have cost here as 150 and here if you have the cost as 1, he is going to prefer this one first. Okay, even if you have here cost as 150 but here you have cost as 1 for OIA, so but OSPF is going to give preference for O, then OIA, then N1, then E1, then N2 and E2. So first of all we need to remember what is O, what is OIA, what is N, what is E, and all this one. So let's see the theory now. What you need to understand here, we are saying here, I am standing here, I am getting this route from different router. I am getting from this router, this router, this router, all router. I am getting this route from all the router, okay, in this one. But OSPF is going to take from where? OSPF is going to take from O. If this is not available, then he is going to take from OIA. If this is not available, he is going to take from N1. If this is not available, then he is going to take from E1. If this is not available, then he is going to take from N2. If this is not available, he is going to take from external type 2. So in interview they will ask you, so you need to remember only this one and this, what is the full form of this one, and OSPF is preferring this path. Okay, so let me show you the theory first of all. Now here only remember 8.8.8 we are getting from different things. So which one OSPF is going to prefer, that we need to learn. So what we are saying here, OSPF will first look at the type path to make the decision. Secondly, look the matrix. So first we need to remember OSPF is going to take the type path. After that he is going to look the matrix. Second thing. So in the OSPF intra area, intra means same area. Intra area is when routes or traffic are inside the itself. Means intra means inside. Inter means different area. So what we need to say here? We need to say here like first of all remember intra, whenever you get intra means same area. Example, if you are getting the route from area 0 and you are also area 0, example you are R1 and this is R2, this both are in the area 0. Okay, these both are in the area 0 and you are getting this route from here, somewhere here. So this one we call O. This route will come as a O and that is known as intra area, means same area. But imagine if you have one more router here and this is in the area 1 and you are getting the route from area 1 to here. So this one we called as a inter area. Inter means OIA. Then we have the external type 1. If you remember before I told you external type 1 means coming from the different routing protocol. Example, you have RIP here, or maybe if it is connected to you will say redistribute directly connected, means that is coming from the different routing protocol, or we are putting that route in the OSPF. But why we are, by default we will get the E2, but if we want to get the E1 we can write type 2 as a E1, so it will come as a E1. So this will prefer, first they will prefer this one, second they will prefer this one, third they will prefer this one. Then we have non-so stubby area type 1, that is N1. So non-so stubby area means we will have one area where we will say I will not take any external route. That thing is known as non-so stubby area. But by default you will have non-so stubby area type 2, you will have N2. But if you want to select as a N1, we will write as a type 1. What is the difference between E1, E2 and N1, N2? In our previous class we told by default you will get E2 if you redistribute the routes, and by default you will get N2 if you are doing as a non-so stubby area. But if you want to change from E2 to E1 we can change also. When we have E2 or N2, by default we have the metric as 20. But if we change to 1, then we will have as a exactly metric. Example, how many router he is passing, and he will add that much cost and he will give that value when we use the E1 and N1. Okay, so now if you don't know non-so stub area, no need to worry. Okay, that is present in the NRC, not the ENCORE. Now just remember this one. We need to remember this order. When we are getting the same route from the different places, which one is going to prefer OSPF? As per our old theory, it will prefer where we have the low cost. That is correct. But now if we are getting from the different areas, which one he is going to prefer? Even if you have low cost here, low cost here, low cost here, he is going to prefer the same area. Let me give you one more example, so it will be very clear for you. Imagine you are going to buy some item. Okay, you are going to buy some item. Example, you are buying this 8.8.8. okay, first you will look your brother. If your brother shop is there, your brother is selling 8.8.8, you will prefer your brother shop instead of going to any other. This is your relative shop. Okay, this is your neighbor shop, this is your neighbor or someone you know that is different. So this is far away, this is very close relation. So you will say, I will take from my brother only, even if you have the high cost. Even you have the high cost, I will take from my brother. If your brother shop is not available, then you will say, I will take from my relative shop. Okay, I will buy this item from my relative. Even if he charge me little more, no problem, he is my relative, I want to support him. Or if I did not buy from my relative, he will say he is buying from other thing, maybe you will think like that, and you will prefer this one. If this is not available, then you will look who is your neighbor, you will buy from the neighbor shop. If this is also not available, you will buy from the guy who you know that guy. Like this you have the scenario. Okay, so what we are saying, OSPF is going to prefer first intra area. Intra means same area routes. If we are getting the same route from the different thing, OSPF will see if this route is I am learning from my same area, so I will prefer this one. Then if this one is not available, then OSPF is getting two routes from different area, but OSPF only. Like area 2, I am getting the route from area 2 and I am getting the route from RIP. So which one he is going to prefer? He is going to prefer area 2, not the RIP. So this one. Example, if you don't have this 2 also, if you have only external, that is you are getting from RIP and you are getting from the non-so stub area, so he will prefer this one, not this one. If you don't have this one and you have the external type 2 and you have the this one non-so stubby one, so he will prefer non-so stubby one first. And if you are not available this one also, then he will look this external road. If external road is not available, then he will prefer this one. So you need to remember. So what is the intra area? Intra means same area. You have area 0, you are learning the road from the same area. You are here, you are here, you are learning from here to here, that one you prefer first. If not, if this not available, you will take the other area 2. If this not is available, you will take the external type 1. If it is not available, you will say non-so stubby area. There is a one area we are going to create as a non-so stubby area. So in that area we are not going to allow external route. So from there you will select that one. And then if this is not available, you will take the external type 2. And if it is not available, we will take the non-so stubby area external type 2. So now we will see how we can configure. Configuration is simple, no issue. And to get this route, we need to play with some configuration. So what we will do, we will put this router, this one in the area 0, this is also in the area 0. So this we can say intra area. Then we will write area 0, but we will do redistribution type 1. So this will come from other, and if we do this area 2, then this will be as a OIA, like this. So anyhow, when we do, you will have the idea. So let me open the notepad, we can write the configuration. So let me open the notepad here and we will write the configuration. This lab will be little lengthy, but no issue, we can finish this today only. This is only simple only, not that much difficult. Just you need to understand the concept. Later you will easily do yourself. So OSPF path selection lab. Okay, this is a lab. We will do the R1 configuration. R1 configuration. configuration R1 or anyhow R1 config t host name R1, and if you see this is the R1, okay, this is the R1. So what we have E0 by 0. So I will write here, let me go here, I will write here interface E0 by 0, okay, and then I will write IP address. Whatever IP we plan here, we will use the same thing. I am using, this is a 1 and this is a 5, so we will use 15.1 here, 15.5 here. Okay, so I will write 192.168.15.15.1. Okay, then 255.255.255.0, and then we will write notion. Just I assign the IP address for this router. Okay, this is a R1, and we have one loopback also, so we can give here loopback. If you want, we can write loopback 0 here. Okay, loopback 0 to create that one. Our wish, we can give loopback 0 because I did not write here any loopback number. We can take loopback 0, no issue, or loopback 1 also we can take. Whatever loopback we want, we can take. So let me give the 0. I will write interface loopback 0, and then what is the IP? IP address 8.8.8.8, and I give 32. 32 means all are 255. You can use anything, I am using 32. Okay, this way I assign the IP address to the router. Then we can run the OSPF. Example, I want to run the OSPF, so I will write router OSPF1, same thing as we do router. Let me give the router ID also, router ID, because from long time we did not give, so here we will give the router ID 1.1.1, and then I will write interface E0 by 0, because here we have the interface Ethernet. Okay, E0 by 0, so I will write E0 by 0, and then we will write IP OSPF1 and area 0, because this is area 0, this one, this router is in area 0, so area 0, this one, and then I will put here also loopback 0 also in the area 0, so I will write here LO 0. Okay, no doubts, right? Just what we are doing, we are enabling the OSPF. We are enabling the OSPF only, that's all. If you are feeling difficulty, let me divide here so you can easily understand. See, router OSPF1, here router ID we are defining, we are enabling the OSPF in this interface, and we are enabling the OSPF in this interface, this one. Okay, here only R1 configuration is this one only. Now we can copy paste and we can configure the other one. So let me go here, where is the R1? Let me open the console of the R1. Let me open console of R1. Let me see what we have here. Nothing. Okay, I will write no, and then we can copy paste the R1 configuration. Okay, it is taking long time. Let's see which router I taken. Maybe let me take the other router also and put no, so they can boot up, and we can write here no, and let me open the R3 also, because we need to configure all, so we will write no here also, and let me open the R4 also, here also no. So now we can check the first one is okay now or still. Yeah, this is a R1 is okay, so I have the R1 configuration here. This one we can copy. I will copy and I will paste. Let me make this big and let me put this configuration here. Okay, if you see here, no error, right? Let me move this here. Here anything, any error, anything, nothing, everything is good perfectly. So now we will go for the second router. So I will divide this page. Let me divide this page, and now I can copy paste, we can modify. Okay, so I will copy paste this from here to here. I will paste here. Now we will see what we can modify here. Here for the R2, I will give this name as a 2, here also 2, and here this one is a 25. Okay, this IP is 25, so we will give 25, so I will make this as a 2. 25.1, this one okay, and here loopback 0, 8.8 will remain same thing as we are using the same here also. And what else we have? This is okay, and router ID should be different. If you give the same router ID, again we will have the issue, neighborship will not form. Okay, and then what we will do, I will write here interface E0 by 0. This is a E0 by 0. So E0 by 0 IP OSPF1 area 0. Okay, and now for the loopback here, what we done here, this one If you see this one, we are saying redistribute. Okay, redistribute type 1. So I will do the redistribution here. So how I can write here? Let me write here. Instead of directly, I will not do this one. Let me delete. I will write, because I want to put this one as a redistribution type 1. So redistribute TRTE, redistribute connected, same thing as we do in our previous lab, connected subnets matrix, because by default it will come type 2, so I want to get the type 1, this one. So I will say matrix dash type 1. We can type this, no problem. So this is the configuration for R2. Okay, so what I will do, let me take the console of R2 and we will do there. Here this is the configuration. So let me move this here and let me take here and we can look here. We can copy paste, or we can do no issue. From here to here we can copy paste, from here to here. This is just IP address we are assigning. So I will put this is okay. And after that what we can do, we can configure this one. So from here to here we can copy paste directly. I can paste, this is okay. And after that I will say redistribute. Let me exit and do this one. Router, let me write router OSPF 1 redistribute connected subnets matrix type 1. Okay, this way we need to do. So what we need to do here again we need to exit from here. Let me write here exit, and then again you need to write router OSPF 1 and then you need to type this command. So what we are doing here, we will have the 8.8.8 as a type 1 E1, we will get as a E1. So this is a R1 R2 configuration we done. Now we have the R3 also. So R3 I will copy the same thing from here to here and then I will paste and we will modify, no issue. Okay, so I will go here, this is R3 is nothing but this is R3, and here also R3. And what is the IP? This is 135.1. so I will make this as a 3, this is a 35.1, and here we have area 2. Okay, so this is a loopback. Okay, this router ID we will change this one as a 3.3.3.3, and this one is no need for this router 3. We are having the area 2, so I will do here same thing. We will copy this same thing here and we will paste here loopback 0 and area 2 we told, so this should be area 2. Okay, no doubts, right? It's still same thing. What we are doing here, we are saying here this one from here to here, this is a IP address, this is a R3 192.168.35.1, and this is the 8.8.8.32. this one is just basic IP. This is a router OSPF 1, this is a router ID. We can give 3.3 because we use 1.1.1 and we use 2.2.2. here I am using 3.3, and this interface directly connected to area 0, so I will put this in the area 0, this one, and this is a loopback, it is in the area 2, so I will put this in the area 2. Okay, so you will get this route from OIA, so you will get this one as a OIA. Okay, OIA means from the inter area means different area, OIA. So let me copy this one and we will go in the R3 and we can paste that one in the R3. So now I am here in the R3, let me paste the configuration. So everything is good, no error, nothing. So now we will look for the fourth. So let me divide this page and we will do the configuration for the R4. R4, if you see here, we have the redistribution type 2. Okay, R4 is nothing but redistribution type 2. So let's copy and paste. Let me copy paste this one, so easily we can modify this from here to here. Okay, I will paste here this one here, and this should be R4, and here also R4, and R4 is having 45, so this should be 4. Okay, and here this will be remain same till here, and this is the router ID should be changed. If you forget to change, you will have the problem, neighborship will not form. Okay, and then what is this one? This is a 192 E0 by 0 interface, E0 by 0 IP OSPF 1 area 0. Okay, this one is good, no issue. And then after that we need to do the redistribution. Okay, redistribution means same thing, router OSPF 1 redistribution connected subnet matrix type 2, because I need to show them it is getting from the E2. Okay, external 2. So this one, so I will copy this same configuration. Don't worry, I will explain again. First we will configure, then again I will repeat, so you will have the idea. Okay, so now I am copying this one. So let me go to the R4, and in the R4, what again, we forget something, or again I did not get
loop OSPF.
Loop OSPF. Here we did not write loop OSPF. You are saying loopback 0. No, I want to put that loop as a redistribute. I need to put that as an external route. If I do loop OSPF, if I do, I need to put in area 0 or any other area. I am saying that this is coming from external routing protocol, means not from the OSPF. So I will put as a redistribute. So that's why I use the redistribute here. So now I will go for the R4, and then we will paste here. Okay, so everything is good, no issue, everything is good. So till here we done the configuration. Now we can open the R5 also, because we will do R5 configuration also. So let me write here no and press enter, so it will load. Let me open the R6 also, and here also we will press here and we will write the no. And now we will wait, we will do for the R7 also, and we will write here also no, and we will wait here. Now we will prepare the R5 configuration. Okay, till now we done the R2, R4. So now we will do for the R5. So let me divide the notepad, and then we will do the R5. If you see R5, we have E0 by 0, E0 by 1, E0 by 2, E0 by 3. This interface here, and you have E1 by 0, E1 by 1. Anyhow, let me copy any one. I will copy this one, and we will make the changes. So I will copy here, I will paste this here. Let me move this here, and this should be R5. Okay, this should be R5. Now we are here. Okay, and if you see E0 by 0, so E0 by 0 should be 15.5, because this is a router 5, so we are giving 5. So whatever IP we will have, .5 we will 25.5, 35.5, 45.5, like this. And this one we don't have loopback, so I will remove this loopback. We have one more interface here, E0 by 1. Okay, so let me copy this one and paste this again here, one more time here, one more time here. How many we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 times we should have 1 2 3 4. So we need more 2, 5 6. Okay, so first one is good. We have in interface E0 by 0, 15.5, first one finish. Now second one E0 by 1, this one, and this should be 25. Okay, 25.5, and this should be E0 by 2, this one, and what will be the E0 by 2? 35.5. So this should be 35, and this should be 45. Let me make 45. So E0 by 2, E0 by 3, this should be E0 by 3. Okay, let me explain. E0 by 0, this one 15.5, this is a 15 network from here to here. This is 25, 25.5 E0 by 1. E0 by 2 is 35, 35.5. E0 by 3 is 45.5. So this one is okay. Now we have the E1 by 0. So I will make this E1 by 0. This one E1 by 0 is 56.5. Then we have E1 by 1. Okay, so this is a E1 by 1 here, E1 by 1, and here what is the IP? 57. Okay, 57.5. Okay, just we assign the IP address here. Till here we assign the IP address. We did not done anything, just we assign the IP address. Now we need to put in the OSPF. Okay, so this all we need to put in the OSPF. So let me write here. First of all, this router ID should be 5. We will give the router ID as a 5.5.5. So this should be 5.5.5. and here we are putting in the area 0, some are in the area 0, some are in the area 1. So we need to carefully do that one. So let me move here. E0 by 0. Okay, this is a E0 by 0. This is in the area 0. E0 by 0 is in area 0. So I will write this one as a, this one is correct. And let me remove redistribution. We are not doing now. So I will remove this one here. So now E0 by 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will copy paste this 6 times. Then we will modify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now first one, this one he connected to here. This is area 0. This is area 0. Okay, this all are area 0. This is area 0. So this area 0 means 15.2. This is a E0 by 0 is area 0. So this is finish. Okay, this E0 by 0 finish. Now E0 by 1. So I will make this E0 by 1 here. This E0 by 1 also area 0. E0 by 1 also area 0. This one. Let me, this is E0 by 0. So I will make this is as a E0 by 1. This is as a E0 by 2. This is as a E0 by 3. Okay. So if you see here what I am saying here, this one E0 by 0, this one, we are in the router 5. E0 by 0 is in area 1. So this one is finished. Now we have the E0 by 1. This one, this is also area 1. And then we have the area 0. This is also area 0. And then we have E0 by 2. This is a E0 by 2. E0 by 2 also area 0. E0 by 2 is this interface I am saying. This directly connected, not this one. This is separate. Let me highlight here. From here to here like this is area 0. From here to here like this is area 0. From here to here like this is E0 by 2 also area 0. And from here to here also area 0. Any doubts? Directly connected. This is separate thing. This we already put in different area. This is separate thing. This is separate thing. Okay. So this all are 0. Area 0. E0 by 0. Let me see here. This one. E0 by 0. Area 0. E0 by 1. Area 0. E0 by 2. Area 0. E0 by 3 also area 0. Okay. So what we will say, E0 by 0, E0 by 1, E0 by 2, E0 by 3. Last one is E0 by 3. So till here is area 0. This one is okay, finish. Now we need to look E1 by 0. So I will make this one as a E1 by 0. And then we have the E1 by 1. This interface, E1 by 1 here. So these two we need to look. So what I will do, I will move this here. Maybe let me move. I will move this notepad here, or let me save this, because we write so much configuration. If anything go wrong, it will be very difficult. So I will write here what name we should give here. OSPF path selection. Okay. So now what we need to check last two. Okay. This one E1 by 0. If you see E1 by 0 is in area 1. If you see, let me remove this here. This one is in area 1 and this one also in area 1. But here we do redistribution type 2 and this is type 1. So what I will do here, I will look E1 by 0. E1 by 0 I will write here as a 1. E1 by 0 area 1. Okay, and then we have the E1 by 1. This is E1 by 1. E1 by 1. What is that one? E1 by 1 we have area 1 also. Here also 1. I am saying this one. Let me delete here. E1 by 0. This is the area 1. E1 by 1 is a area 1. And we will say here we need to define one more thing here. What we need to define? This one we are saying non-so stubby area, right? So there is a one command we need to type here. That is a area 1 NSSA. Area 1 NSSA. Non-so stubby area. Actually maybe you don't know this one because we are going to learn this in NRC. But see here. I will give you some overview here. If you want to make the non-so stubby area, we need to run one command in the all the routers, whoever in that area. So if you see this 3 router, okay, this 3 1 is in the area 1. This is the area 1. So we need to run one command non-so area 1 NSSA, means non-so stubby area. Why we make this area? Because when we make non-so stubby area, he will not get the external route. External route, this one we will not get here. They will not take the external route. Because in the real scenario, we will have the routing table heavy. So we will use the non-so stubby area. So he will not get the external route. He will get one default route. With that one he can reach. But his routing table will be not heavy. So if we want to make this area as a non-so stubby area, we need to run this command here and then here and then here. How many router you will have? Whatever router you will have. Example, you will say I have router 100 routers you have in the non-so stubby area. So in 100 router you need to run this command. Which command? This one. Let me repeat again. Example, I want to make some area as a non-so stubby area. Let me draw here. Imagine I have one router here R1. I have another router here R2. I have another router here R3. Okay, I have this 3 router like this. And I have some external routes here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Loop back 0, loop back 1, loop back 2, loop back 3. Imagine this is coming from RIP or EIGRP anywhere. Maybe if I say redistribute directly connected, means he will treat this one as a external type 2. If you remember, before we learn this one, external type 2, by default we will get that one, like we are getting from EIGRP or RIP or anything. If we write one command redistribute directly connected subnet, it will convert this into external type 2 and he will forward here and this will come here. Imagine you don't want to get that one. Maybe you are getting 400 routes. You cannot do summarization also here because this is not from the same subnet. If it is the same subnet, like before we do like this, like 1.1, maybe 172.16.2, we can do the summarization. But example, if you have 192, when you have 182, maybe you have 193.30, something like this, you cannot do the summarization also. So for that purpose, what we will do? We will do the non-so stubby area. Non-so stubby area means what we will have here. In this one, we will get the default route. Okay. Here we will get one default route to go to this network. From here, we can reach to all this network with the help of default route. Automatically, we are going to get one default route here, but this entry will not there in our routing table. If we don't want to get that entry, we need to make the area as a non-so stubby area. Non-so stubby area. So how we will make? Example, this is a area 1. So you need to run one command. You need to write like area 1 NSSA. Only this command, if you write this one, that area will become as a non-so stubby area. But you need to run this command in the router, all the router, whatever is coming in that area. Example, if you want to make this area 1 as a non-so stubby area. So even if you have 100 router, you need to run this command in 100 router. But in our scenario, we have only 2 router, one this, one this. So we need to write here area, this area is 1, then we will write area 1 non-so stubby area. Like this you need to type area 1 NSSA in all router, this router, this router. Now we have only 2 router in this scenario, but here we have 3. One is here, one is here, one is here. So when we write this one area, we are having 1, so we will write area 1 non-so stubby area. If you type this here, you type this here, you type this here, this area 1 will become as a non-so stubby area. Okay, to make this non-so stubby area, why we are making this one? Actually, if we don't want to learn the external route, we will do this one, that we are going to learn in the NRC. But now why we are doing? Because I want to get the N1 and N2. If we want to get the N1 N2, we need to make that area as a non-so stubby area. Then only you will get N2 by default. But if you want to get N1 also, we will write like redistribute type 1, so we will get the N1 also. To get that one, I am making this area as a non-so stubby area, to show you that when we have this route, we will get this one. If I shut down this interface, we will get this one. If I shut down this interface, I will get this one. If I shut down this one, I will get this one in the routing table. If I shut down this one, I will get this one in the routing table. If I shut down this one, I will get this in the routing table. I want to show you that this sequence. That's why I am putting this in the area 0. This is in the area 0. This is external type 1, that is E1. This is external type 2, that is E2. And then this is a redistribute non-so stubby area, so you will have N2. And this is a non-so stubby area redistribute type 1, that should be come from N1. And this is the area 2, so you will have the root OIA. Okay, to get this all, we are doing this one. And then we will check which one is prefer first, which one is prefer second, which one is prefer third. We need to verify this sequence is correct or not. Okay, so now let's open our notepad. Where is our notepad? So this is the router 5. So we will write at last here. What we will write here? We will write here area 1 non-so stubby area. Okay, that's all. So this is a R5 configuration. This is a R5 configuration. So now let me divide the page, and if you want, I can copy paste this R5 configuration. Let me copy from here, this one from here, this one from here, this one from here, all this one. I will copy this one. Maybe we will get some error. So what error we will get? Because we are using the interface method, so we need to write here exit, and then again we need to write router OSPF1 like this. Okay, because we are in the interface, so when we write this one, again go inside the OSPF, and then we need to write the non-so stubby area. That's all. So I will copy this whole thing from here to here. Let's see everything is copy or not. Everything is copy. Control C, and now we will go for the R5. Where is the R5? This is R5. Let me make this big, and let me divide this one, and now I will paste. Everything is good. Let's see any error, anything here. Check here. Do we get any error here? Nothing, right? No error, nothing. Everything is okay, no issue, nothing. We are getting everything smoothly. So this is the 5th router configuration is finished. Now we need to do for the 6th router. 6th router means let's copy some configuration from here, or I will copy. This is a redistribution type 2, so I think this is a type 2. So let me copy this one, and we will modify. Okay, we will modify as per the R6. So I will take from here to here, and I will go here, this one, and I will paste here. Okay, so this is the router 6, right? This one, router 6, and now we will see the E0 by 0 will be 56.6. E0 by 0 will be 56.6 because router 6 means 6. So this is having one interface. Let me repeat. R6, everything interface E0 by 0, 192.168.56.6. This one is 6, and we have one loopback 0. And here we will write router OSPF1 and router ID. Don't forget to change this one, else you will have the issue. It will not form the neighborship. So let's see, I change all or not. Here is 5. Let me verify again the router ID. This is 1.1.1, here is 2.2.2, here is 3.3.3, here is 4.4.4, here we did not put the router ID, or here 5.5.5, and here is 6.6.6, and I wrote here E00, this is the, okay, this one E00, IP OSPF1 area. Which area? This is area 1, right? So no need to write area 0, this is area 1. Any doubts? This is a R6. We are doing this configuration in the R6. This is the area 1. This site is area 1. So what I wrote? Interface E0 by 0 IP OSPF1 area 0. Then I write exit. Then I write router OSPF1 redistribute connected subnet matrix type 2. And we need to write one more command. Just now what we told, when we want to make this area as a non-so stubby area, then we need to write the same thing. Area, what is the area? Area 1. Then just type non-so stubby area. That's why. That's all. Like this. Okay? No doubts. Anyhow, I will explain again. Let's do this one. Then you can ask your question also in case if you have anything. So this is a R6. We can go to R6 and I will make this as a big here. Screen will be big. Now I will paste. If you see, everything is good. No issue, no error. Okay? So now our last router we have now. So let me divide the page. I will copy and paste. Let me copy paste same configuration this one, and we will make the changes. So I will go here. This is the R7. Okay, so I will go R7 here, R7 here, and what is the R7 IP? E0 by 0 is 57. This is the 57.7. okay, E0 by 0 is 57.7, and this is a loopback. And this, don't forget to change this one, else you will not have the neighborship. Okay, this is also okay. E0 by 0 is in area 1. This is area 1. Okay, and OSPF router redistribute type 1. We told type 1 because by default we get type 2, but now I need type 1. So this one is okay, and area 1 non-so stubby area. That's all. Okay, non-so stubby area. So we can copy paste this configuration. No doubts, right? I am not putting this loopback 0, loopback 8.8.8 in the OSPF. What I am saying, I am doing redistribute. Redistribute means he will treat that one is coming from external. So I will take this one. Okay, I will take this one and let me paste here. Where I will paste? This is the R7. I will go here and I will paste here. Let me paste. Everything is good. Now we need to wait some time. Everything is good. Everything is good. Now our output we need to check. Where we need to check our output? Our output we need to check in the R5. So why in R5? Because R5 is the main, our main, what we can say, this one. Let me show you. This is the R5. From here we are getting our main junction is R5. We are standing here and we are checking 8.8 is coming from where. We have 8.8 all, everywhere we have, but now it will appear like O. Let's see now. I will go here in the R5 and we will write here show IP OSP, show IP route. Okay, we are getting here O. If you see here, we are learning 8.8.8 from O. Means same area. O means same area. If you see our nodes, where is our nodes? This one, same area. So what we need to remember, just example, what I give you example, you will buy from your brother shop. Okay, if your brother shop is not there, then you will buy from your relative. Means this is a same area. That is intra area. Intra means same. Inter area. Inter means different one, different area. Then non-so stubby area type 1, then external. So we will verify that one. But now when we check here, what we are getting? We are getting the root. Let me show you here, this one. Or if you are getting so many things here, better I will write show IP OSPF like this. Let me write show IP root OSPF. Okay, so you will get here. So now we are getting this 8.8.8. From where I am getting this 8.8.8? From 0. O means same area. 15.1. You are receiving this one 15.1. So let me show you the topology. This is a topology. Okay, this is a topology here. This is a topology here. You are getting this route from this one 192.168 15.1. You are receiving this from 15.1. Okay, you are receiving this from 15.1. Cos is 11 here and O. Example, if I go here like in the R1, okay, if I go in the R1 and I will say here like enable config T, I will write here router OSPF 1 interface, which one interface you have? Interface E0 by 0 IP OSPF cos. Okay, cos example I will give as a 200. Okay, I am increasing the cost 200. I put the cost as a 200 for R1. Okay, before you have 11, now I put 200. So now let's see. Still it is not increase. If I increase the cost, it will take change effect. Clear IP OSPF process. Yes. Let's see. R1, where we increase the cost? R1, right? This is R1 only. R1, I go E0 by 0 only. This is E0 by 0. I increase the cost. Why he did not take effect? IP OSPF cost 200. Now let's see here. Maybe here we have some bug, but anyhow we are getting the O route here. Okay, we are getting this route, O route first. They prefer O route, but when we increase the cost, let me reset here. We reset already here? No. So let me clear here. Clear IP OSPF process. Yes, and let's see. It should increase here, but I don't know why it is not increasing. When we increase the cost here, we will get the high value here. Anyhow, later we will see that one, but now what we are saying, we will get the O route. So we get the O route here. Okay, we get the O route from where we are getting 15.1. We are getting from 15.1. So what I will do, I will make this interface. Okay, sorry, where I increase the cost, I increase this interface. I need to increase the loop back because we are looking the loop back, right? This one we are looking, so we need to increase the cost here, not here. I increase the cost in this interface. So let me remove here. What I will do, I will go here, interface fast E 0 by 0, IP OSPF cost 200 we wrote here. So I will write here no, this one. Now I will write interface loopback 0. I think loopback 0. Then I will write IP OSPF cost 200. Okay, I will write this cost 200. Now we will check. It will increase. Still not. It should increase. It should increase. Let's see. Yeah, now it is increased. It increased. See. So what we learn here, we are saying even if we are having the cost as 210, he is preferring O only. Means what I want to show you here, I want to show you here, if you remember my example, he told he will buy from his brother only, even if this cost is high. Okay, O route means same area. So even the cost is high, he is taking from his brother. And let me show you, I can write somewhere this command so you can remember. If you want to increase the cost, what we need to do, we need to use this one. Okay, let me save somewhere in the notepad, so later when you want to play, you can play with this one, because by mistake I am increasing the cost in this one. So no need to increase here. You need to increase to that particular interface. Which interface? Where you are getting that route. So we are getting route from the which interface? Loopback. So we need to increase in the loopback only. So now what I am saying here, let me write here. I am saying here IP OSPF cost 200. I am saying here even this interface, even this cost is high, OSPF is preferring this route. Which route he is preferring? O route. So as per our theory, this is the first thing we verify, this one. If you see, this is preferring. So what I will do, I will make this interface as a shut. I will make this interface go down. When I make this interface go down, then he will prefer this one, OIA. First he is preferring your brother. If your brother shop is not there, then your relative shop, OIA, means the inter area. If your inter area is not there, then he will go for other thing. So what I will do now, I will in the R1, I increase the cost here. This is a loopback 0, so I will make this interface down. So I will go this interface, I will make this interface as a shut. Okay, I make this interface as a done. Now we have 40 second the dead timer. So after that you will have the new route in your routing table. So let me check here. You have the another route OIA. Okay, you are getting the route OIA. If I make this again no shut, if you need to observe here, I make no shut. Okay, you are getting the route from your relative. You are getting if you are buying from your relative shop, you are getting only 11. Okay, cost is 11, but you are not preferring that one. You are preferring your brother shop. Let me show you this one. Even if it is expensive, okay, even if it is expensive, you are getting that 210 cost. You are preferring your O means same area. You are preferring the route from the same area even if it is a high cost, because if you remember from the starting we are saying OSPF is going to look the metric wherever he has the low metric. OSPF metric is cost. OSPF metric is nothing but cost. So what we told, wherever we have the low cost, he is going to prefer that one. Wherever we have the low cost, he is going to prefer. But this is correct, but not in all the condition. When you are getting the route from the different scenario, you are going to prefer first your close relative, means your same area. If you don't have same area, then other area. So same thing we check, we have the same area but the cost is high, you will prefer the same area one. Okay, and what I will do, I will make this as a done. So I will make this as a shut. If you have this shut, then you will prefer the different area, but that is a OIA. Okay, OIA means your relative. You will buy from your relative. Okay, you are getting from where? OIA. You are getting OIA is this one. Which one is OIA? This one, R3. R3 is area 2. If you see 35.1, so you are getting this one 35.1. So if I make this interface done again, this R3 loopback interface I make done, it will go for the N1. Okay, so I will go to R3 and I will go here in the loopback of the R3. What is the loopback here? I think all we are using the loopback 0. So I will go to loopback 0, interface loopback 0. I will write here shut. Okay, I will make as a shut. So now we will check here what we will get. We get N1, non so stubby area 1, ON1. So as theory what we discussed, he preferred this one. If we don't have this one, then he preferred this one. If we don't have this one, he preferred this one, N1. Okay, and if you see the cost is coming 30, so he's taking that one. Now what I will do, he is learning this from where? 57. If you see from this IP 57.7, so this is a 7 router, 57.7, this one, from this router he is getting that route 57.7. so I will go to R7, I will make that interface done. So I will go to R7, I will make this interface as a done. So here I will go, here I will write here enable config T, and I will go here like interface loopback 0, I will make this shut. Okay, and now we can check in the file here in this one, show IP route. If you see, we are getting the E1. Okay, external route type 1, we are getting the E1. So now what I will do now, I will make this also done. This is a 25.1. So where is 25.1? 25.1. You can check, this is the E1. 25.1 means this one, 25 means R2. So go to R2 and make this loopback 0, done. R2 here. So now we will go here and I will make this as a interface config T and interface loopback 0. I will make this as a shut. Okay, so you need to remember, see here we are going in the sequence. Just now we check this one. If this is not available, this is coming. If this is not available, this is coming. And if this is not available, this is coming. And now I make this done, so it will come as a N2. Now you can check, you have this N2. Okay, you are getting this one. If this go down, then you will have E2. So how we can make down? We need to go to this 56. So this is the 56 means which router is 56? Let me make this small. Which router is 56? 56 you have this one 56.2. 2, right? Let's see what we are getting in the R5. 56.6. So router 6, I think this is a 6, router 6, 56.6. so this one you need to go router 6 and make that interface down. So I will go here in the router 6, I will make here config T and then interface loopback 0 I will make as a shut. Okay, and then we can check the R5. Where is the R5? This is a R5. Okay, so now I will check. So if you see here, now when you make this as done, you have the E2, OE2. So now what we can say, whatever theory we are discussing, now we prove that one. We told OSPF will prefer the cost, but not all the time. If you are getting the routes from the different location, he will prefer first O, then OIA, then N1. If N1 is not there, E1. If E1 is not there, N2. If N2 is not there, E2. Okay. So this way we do that one. Any doubts, anything till here? This is simple only. See here what we are saying. First he will prefer this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, like that only. If I want to remove this, just I need to go to loopback and put no shut. Loopback no, shut you will put. If you want to increase the cost, go inside that loopback and write IP OSPF cost and increase the cost, just now as we done. So this is the what we can say OSPF path selection. So what we are saying, this first point, OSPF will use the cost as a metric to choose the shortest path for each destination. This is true, but it is not entirely correct. OSPF will first look the type of path. He is look the type of path. After that he will look the, secondly he will look the metric. So first he will look the O or OIA or this one part. Later he will look the cost. If you are getting this route and you have the cost is 210, here is 10, here is 10, here is 10 example, here you have 10, 10, 10, he will not look this 10 one also. He will check first for the same area. So he will take that one. So what we are saying here, will first look the type of path. After that, second decision he will do the metric. Okay. So what we done here, we check here this one E2. Okay, E2 is getting the metric as a 20. All E1, N2, E2 will be having the metric as 20. One, whatever we are getting E1 or N1, that one is going to get the actual metric. Okay, so I will stop this recording.